to get live back. We got to start doing it more often. I guess you use it, you don't use it, you lose it. So, episode 4, hip hop homicides. This is Soldier Slim. Now, the thing about Soldier Slim, he was a breakout star for No Limit Soldiers. He led No Limit to a different level. When he hit and did his style, then Master P and them followed. They had the game on lockdown the entire year that he dropped. And then every year after, they were looking and searching for him. Everybody was searching for Soldier Slim in their music. 2003, sadly, after the premiere, something happened where an individual, over jealousy, some sort of conflict, ended up taking him out. But at the end of the day, he got taken out for taking him out. So what happened to him happened to him. So it was a tit for tat. Remember, I told you, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. The guy thought he got away with it, and then he was taken out. And if I remember correctly, his name's like Gerald, with a G. I know his name begins with a G. It was like Gerald, and he got taken out. And that was the thing. It was crazy. And I'm glad to hear and have recently read when they questioned that Soldier Slim's mom's at peace. So whatever happened, she got peace out of it. And he got pieced off. He's gone. He's no longer here. He didn't dodge it. On this list, when you check, some of them they never found a killer. But for a lot of them, the killer got taken out street justice. You took out artists, you get taken out. That's how it worked. It was tit for tat. Now with Soldier Slim, his style was the style that I believe people developed into the much grittier style. Like, as we see the music in Chicago, drill type music. I believe his style influenced that. He was the pioneer of a style similar to that, but he was more lyrical and more in your face when he brought his style, when he brought his lyrics forth. So that's my thing. A lot of people don't know much about Soldier Slim because some are young. Back in the 2000s, y'all weren't really listening to the music. But I'm telling you, Soldier Slim had no equal on that microphone. He was doing his thing, and he really made the songs that shook the whole world in terms of knowing No Limit. He put No Limit on the map and really carried it. And then Master P and everybody carried on after his demise, which is very sad that he got taken out that way. But like I told you, you out there doing things, you move in a certain way. People are gonna start to think and try and say, "Oh, what does he got?" Want to see what you have, see you living different, higher on the hog. They want a piece of what you have because they're too lazy to earn it themselves. That's most people when it comes to a rapper. They're too lazy to go get a chain. Why would they go do that when they could just run down on you with a gun and get your chain? Like, that's how they think, which isn't logical. Because what if I get caught? What if I get killed in the midst of it? There's so many variables, but they never thought of this. These people who commit these crimes never think of this. And then they bring it back and they start to accuse other people around them of being snakes. That's the thing. Everything we do is synonymous with that we know of God doing and God making choice. We're made in his image. So when we talk about snakes, rats, he thinks the same, but it's on a different level. It's on a much more spiritual level. He doesn't want any of that around him. He doesn't even want gangsters around him. He doesn't want nobody around him that ain't for him. So that's part of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the integrity of a person. And there were a lot of implications of people setting him up. That's what I'm saying. He was in the drill culture before drill culture even had a drill culture. He was that hype music you turned on to get hype before everything. That's why I'm saying a lot of people that are viewing may not remember, but I know people who are 30 plus remember. Soldier Slim, he came in with that heavy music, the music videos that were more like a rock video before these rappers tried to intermix rock and stuff. He had a vision that he was bringing that flavor before anyone even knew, before anyone gave him credit. And that's the thing. He still ain't get his credit. A lot of these artists he talked about in hip hop homicides never got their credit for the work they put in. They put in mad work. When I say mad work, on that microphone, these guys, they really held the year. Like, you didn't even have to question where they coming out with a banger. They always had a banger. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't give credit to the pioneers. Soulja Slim's a pioneer. Master P's a pioneer. Jay Prince a pioneer. So you could say what you want. These people are pioneers. That's why I said what I said when these people were trying to come out as CEO. I understand your frustration, but understand you have to approach it a certain way. These guys reinvented the game. They're innovators before their time, ahead of their time. These people in their music, they really set the world on fire. Like they actually did it. And the crazy thing is how they got taken out. But that's why I say you got to have God first. But that's a choice. You know, it's always a person's choice. But at the same time, we got to give credit where credit's due. This guy, he was very synonymous with big time hype music and attracting younger audiences to the No Limit gang at this time. He was really carrying them on his back. He really was. So I can only imagine the pain that Master P and them felt. So honest, I'm not even shocked the guy got taken out. And allegedly, you know, I'm not even saying they were responsible. I believe it was someone else who was I believe it was a zealous fan and somebody that rocked with him decided to go take him out. They were like, yo, we got to take this guy out. So they just went on the trip, said, I'm on a mission. And they came for you. And they knocked him off. And it happened fast. Yo, within the same, yo, they wiped this dude out in the same year Soulja Slim got taken out. Only imagine how fast it happened. Because he was such an innovator and they knew it was jealousy that got him knocked off. Like it was people hating. How else? What other reason? You didn't like him. That's not why you did it. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. A lot of times these artists get taken out because of jealousy. People around them close by act like they're giving them props, but they're really preying on them. That's why I said I don't keep my enemies close. Because before you know it, that enemy will have a knife to your throat. It's that simple. It's best to keep friends you know at arm's reach and a call's distance and always stay focused on what you're trying to do if you're a celebrity coming up. Look at the celebrity track record. Usually their friends are the one that wipes them out. A friend is the one that tries to take them out. You know, this is normal because jealousy and hate, and that's how cats move. You know, I can't even lie. And I'm not even going to front with you. I'm kind of mad YouTube lets me say nigga, but they don't let me say other things. Like, that's kind of crazy. But anyways, let's talk about it. Soulja Slim, in his debut, he made they came out with the album, Everybody Cop, with the tank on the front. We all had it. We all had that album, blasting it day and night. And at the same time, if you remember, 3 6 Mafia and them came out. Now, I don't know if he was an influence to them, but they came out around the same time, if not a little bit earlier, and was dropping heat too. And, you know, when I was younger, I was saying to myself, yo, I wish they would link up and I wish they linked up and did a feature of something because that would have been crazy. Soulja Slim with 3 6, that would have been definitely changing to the game, to the grittier sound of music. We probably would have got drill rap much faster because honestly, they were doing it before anyone. They weren't rapping it like these guys. They had their own style with it, but they were talking that talk and they were about that talk. Now, I can't speak for today's generation because I don't know what's up with you young dudes. I see a lot going on and you guys idolize a lot of things that many people don't in this day and age, but that's up to you and God. But you do what you do. But at the end of the day, no one can deny the impact that Soulja Slim had on the economy, on different things. Like people were getting money. He was making money. It was the 2000s. People were hyped at that time right before when he dropped these hits. He got the 2000s started right. Let's just say it that way. And that's the craziest part about an artist like this ending up in a situation like he did. Like he had so much talent, so much potential. He didn't even get to show it. That's why I say stay prayed up. That's why I tell dudes to be careful, to be very wary of your surroundings and do not keep your enemies close. I'm telling you, mark my words, you're going to regret it. And I tried to tell celebrities this on a sneak tip, on a quiet tip, direct tip. They didn't listen. Watch the videos I did many years before. For years now, I've been trying to hint off to them, encourage them, give them the information they needed to dodge situations, but they didn't. That's their choice. But as you know, getting lives back started, I'm going to have guests on the lives. I'm working on it. All rights reserved.